and welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. So the theme for this Tuesday is what are your abundance blocks? So these are your money blocks. If you find that you're pushing hard to make more money but it doesn't come by easily, or if you feel right now that I've got the target amount every month, you find that before you know it, you're wanting more. And so, this is going to look, this tarot reading is an oracle reading, is going to look at what is it about your relationship with money that you want to know right now. So as always, the link for the photographs of these cards, so this is a pick a card reading, I should have said that before, and the photographs of each pile is in the description below, along with the full video, and those stamps, the timestamps for every pile, is in the description of the video as well. So the first pile is this one and I've got a crystal here. This is clear quartz, pile number 1. This is pile number 2. And you have lace agate, a crystal that I picked for this deck. And this is pile number 3. And this is your crystal. I think this is orange jasper. Or actually, no, I'm pretty sure this is orange jasper. Yeah, it's just come to me. So this is pile number 3, and you have this gorgeous orange jasper. So take a moment and pick a pile. If you're drawn to multiple, that's also perfectly fine. Go with your intuition. And if you're not able to make up your mind, then go have a look at the photographs in the link that I'm putting in the comments below. And you can have a look at those to help you make your mind up. And I will see you in your pile. Hey, pile number 1, this is your crystal, this is clear quartz, and this is the deck of cards that you've picked. So first off, through the clear quartz, I almost feel like a need to cleanse your energies, and a need to especially cleanse the mental energies. If you are familiar with working with crystals, I also feel guided to say, clear quartz is a great crystal for you to work with, because what it does is it takes away all those things that you don't really need. In fact, clear quartz is amazing at cleansing energies. If you have other crystals, you can actually pop them near clear quartz to clear their energies as well. So absolutely brilliant for clearing energies. So do tap into it if you feel guided to. Let's have a look at your cards. Oh, no, hold on. Yeah, there we are. So we have the Ace of Wands and the 10 of Swords. So for me, this is the energy of where you are at the minute. And what it tells me is there is you've got this instinct to take action on something, and it's a result of the 10 of Swords. So again, going back to this energy that I was feeling, it's the 10 of Swords is a lot of mental energy. It's a lot of conflicting thoughts. It's sort of like a heavy energy, and I feel this is possibly where you are, where you're sort of not tapping into, or you can just see that little spark of brilliance, but you're overburdened by all that's happening, or all that's happened in the past. So if this is you, what I'm being guided to say is, if you've had a little idea that you've put to the back burner, then now is a great time to start considering it. Okay, and almost like lifting those cobwebs away, just lifting all those permutations and combinations that we put on our mind about, oh, I like the sound of that, but it's not going to work because of da 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 da. So it's almost like the universe wants you to say, just let that fire burn and let that idea grow. Don't be burdened with things of the past. The next card is about what is the possibility. Where could this lead to if you were to let go of the past and let this idea that you've probably been considering, if you're allowing it to grow? Wow, it's the Six of Fire, and you have the Knight of Water. So, Six of Fire, actually this card says it all. Okay, can you see victory? It says victory, good news is on its way, public recognition or awards. Now, follow that nudge or tap into seeing what ideas are coming to the forefront of your mind, because those seem to be some really fruitful ideas or little nudges that the universe is saying, is giving you, and almost asking you to step out of this, where this lady is here, she's, there's all these birds around her, and to me this is like past energy, and it's all around her head. And stop crying over spilt milk because there is so much of positive things that you can create for yourself if you step out of it. And for me, the Knight of Water, it talks about emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Start to take those reins, like this person, don't rein in a dolphin, obviously, like this person's doing, but start to grab those reins, start to feel empowered, start to own your power rather than giving it away. And I also feel there is a need to balance your emotions. I keep coming back to this quartz where it is about clearing away those emotions. So I almost get the sense that there's something quite traumatic in the past, or something where you almost feel like the rug's been pulled from under your feet. If that's happened to you, now is the time to start to let it go so you can create something that you really want. I'm also hearing that, for those of you that haven't got this idea yet, you're being asked to start taking the step. Don't say, oh, right, I want this idea, so, where is this idea? Start to let go, and that will create a space for this idea to come in, or for your next steps that's going to lead you to success to come in. And these were the cards I pulled out to say, what are the actions you need to take? So this is the Ace of Michael. And it says here, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So if something in the past has not worked out because of some miscommunication, misunderstanding, or what have you, it's probably a good time to start to clear it up. Don't go, again, this is completely what I'm hearing, don't go apologizing if you don't feel it, but it's really important to see where you stand and take action from that. So this is one of the actions that you can take to move closer to clear up those abundance blocks, because at the end of the day, that's what we are talking about. And these are things that are keeping you from receiving that abundance, because I feel like fear of the past, or what's happened in the past, is keeping you from taking action towards abundance, or taking action towards a way more abundant life, because we are not letting go. So this is, again, it's a wonderful new idea. Start to let go so you can allow abundance to come in. And this is the King of Michael. So we're moving, we're moving from the Ace to the King. And here it talks about wisdom and objectivity are important now. Oh wow, this is exactly what I was saying. Stay in your integrity. Go with what you feel inside is the right thing to do if you're trying to clear up some communication issues. And a situation that calls for open and honest communication. Honestly, you cannot make these things up. That is exactly what I channeled, when I picked up that card. So this is like double confirmation. Stand your ground, be confident in who you are, and start taking those actions, and this is a 3 of Ariel. So this card is about in the past, not following what your passions are, not following something that lights you up from within. And that, again, could create a block in you receiving abundance. So, here it says the 3 of Ariel, do what you love, a time for great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. So again, I almost feel like those of you that have picked pile number 1, your abundance block could be coming from a relationship at work or on the home front. Now, we tend to compartmentalize our life with, this is my private life, this is my work life, this is how I make money, all of that. But actually, your energy flows, your energy doesn't stay in those compartments. And sometimes when we have issues in our private life, it starts to affect our finances, it starts to affect our career. That's just how energy flows. So, whichever relationship you are most that's coming to the forefront of your mind, this is about those relationships, and it's about clearing the communication, because that's blocking your abundance at this point in time. Whenever you're watching this, these are timeless readings, and what you're being guided to say, what I'm being guided to say to you is start to collaborate, start to clear up your communication, and start to follow what you feel within you, not what's expected of you, what's the right thing to do, what do nice people do. Step away from that and step into your power. And I also asked for a timeline about, what does it look like in terms of time frames. And firstly, this is green. Okay, green is the card of is the color of abundance. I do apologize if you're hearing someone's alarm's just gone off. So it's okay, and stop being distracted, Ramya. Green is the color of abundance. It's the color of money. And what I'm also hearing is, for those of you, you might get some intuitive hits when you're out in nature. So go spend some time out. The weather's clearing up, especially here in the Northern Hemisphere. So, go spend some time in nature, spend some time in the sun, maybe sit on grass, have a picnic, have fun. And the number is 74. So I almost feel like, okay, there's a very specific message. It's possible some of you, someone that's watching this video, were born in the year 74. If that is you, then this message is is pretty spot on for you. That's a confirmation for that. For the others, I feel like it's equating to number 11. So it's possible that come November time, it's going to be very different for you. It's possible once you've done all this homework, things will really start to look different and abundant for you in November time. Or it's or again, keep a lookout for these two numbers, number 74 and number 11, because those seem to be those messages that the universe is trying to give to you. And when you see those, you tap into your intuition and say, right, what are you trying to tell me, universe? And you might get an intuitive hit. So these are your messages, file number 1. I hope it resonated, and I hope you got some insight into what your abundance blocks are, and also what action you can take to get over those, to overcome those. And if you want to delve a little bit deeper and you feel guided to, then do join my abundance workshop. It's called Abundancing. nothing less will do. And the link to it again is either in the description or in the comment section below, and I would love to see you there so we can work together on releasing these blocks at a deeper level, also releasing, you know, any abundance and money issues that are ancestral in your timeline. So yeah, do join me. Again, like I said, the link is in the description or the comments, depending on where you're seeing it. And until next time, blessed be. Hello, pile number 2. So this is your crystal. You pick lace agate, and this is your deck of cards that you've picked. So first off, if I tap into this lace agate, I get a sense that those of you that have picked this card are divinely guided. You're possibly quite connected to, you're possibly spiritual people, and you're connected to your angels and guides, and you know, maybe you're a star seed, but it feels like your energy field, you're never, you know, you're always surrounded by you know, just divine light is the word I'm looking for. Yes, you know, it feels really like a healer's energy where you're surrounded by divine light. Yeah, oh, it's really beautiful. There's a very beautiful energy. So let's first see where you are right now. So the first card is the King of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. So to me, immediately, so this is the energy of where you are right now. And there's an owl, there's a crow, there's a bat, there's a dragonfly. You know, this is exactly what I was picking with this energy. You know, you're always surrounded by your guides and angels if you believe in them, or you're someone that always gets those intuitive hits and those ideas that you seem to follow. So a very divinely guided pile, and you know, a bunch of people that have picked up pile number 2. So this is where you are at the minute, where you are listening to those intuitive hits, you are taking action based on what you feel guided to do, and you're basically sitting at the top of the mountain soaking it all in, you know. And this is a Three of Pentacles, where you're finding people that you're working with, you know, in a beautiful collaborative manner to create something that's going to take you to those abundance. So this is the energy that you are. Cannot complain whatsoever. It's a beautiful energy. Yeah, let's see what the other cards have to say. Wow. Okay, so this is the energy of potential, of where things can move to in terms of your abundance. And you've got the Six of Earth, and you have got the Knight of Fire. Now I'm going to actually quickly read what it says on the Six of Earth. It says, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. And this is the Knight of Fire. And it says, a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. And so these are the two things that are your potential. You know, these are the two things that are a possibility in your future, where you've got this nice balance of abundance. And, you know, can you see there's this little fairy that's going from one part of the scale to the other, and she's moving things around. And so, you know, this is a good place to balance. It's a good place for giving and receiving. And so to me, this is the energy of abundance from a place of giving and receiving, you know, just having that balance right. And so this is the possibility where you take action, you've moved with time. You've moved, you haven't mulled over something. You've said, oh right, here's an opportunity or here's a problem, let me step right in and take that action. And you've taken that action in the nick of time, and this is the fruits that come out of that action that are bringing you this abundance. In terms of what are the things that might hold you back? Oh, actually, there's another scale here. Justice. And if you can see, there's another scale here. Do you see? So I almost want to say that if you balance these scales, you reap the rewards. So possibly some of you, again, these are these are from a place of what is it that could be holding you back from this future, right? And it's possibly this, that you are not coming from a place of balance, of giving and receiving, and that's keeping you away from this flow of abundance coming to you. Let's see what the other cards are. 10 of Ariel. This is your wishes fulfilled. This is just so a space where there's so much to be grateful for. So it's possible that you have a lot more than you give yourself or your life credit for. It's possible you have an amazing family and you have a reasonable amount of abundance, but you're coming from that lack mentality where you think, oh, I would love more. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting more, but it's also equally important to appreciate what you have right now. So this is the 10 of Ariel and Page of Raphael. And what it says here is a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. Actually, that's sort of my biggest takeaway, where I sense that energy here, where you're never alone. You're always surrounded by universal energies that are guiding you along. So it's possible that you're getting these insights, but you're thinking, oh no, you're not paying attention to that idea, and it's like building castles in the sand, and you feel, oh, it's going to be broken down. So okay, long story short, what I'm trying to say is, if you're getting intuitive hits and you're sitting in this energy where you're like, no, it's not going to work, then this is the universe saying, you know what, that could be a block. The universe is nudging you to say, it's not what you think it is. It's actually a new idea. It's encouraging you to balance your energies, to balance your relationship with money, where you're spending and receiving. I mean, I don't like the word spending. It's almost like you're giving away and you're receiving. It's really important to have that healthy relationship when it comes to abundance, especially money. And so don't come at those ideas from a place of this, that it's going to fail. Start to work towards clearing your abundance block. Start to work towards coming from a space of balance and being grateful for what you already have, because these things are going to elevate those blocks. They're going to help you come at it from a completely different point of view and address things. And I also, again, it's this balance, and so this is the final card that I picked up for you, and it says peaceful resolution. And can you see, to me, it's like both her hands are lit up and things are moving from here to there and from there to here. It's that energy of balance. So your key takeaway, pile number 2, in terms of your abundance blocks, is come at abundance from a place of balance. The giving and receiving, that seems to be something that's blocking you from receiving more. Again, there are 2 scenarios. It could be that you're someone that's giving away way more than you're comfortable with, and you're uncomfortable receiving abundance, or you're someone that's holding on to abundance quite tightly and you say, oh yeah, I would love to do that, but I don't want to because I don't want to spend a lot of money on that or spend a lot of energy on that. And so maybe, you're someone, actually, this is a very specific message. Maybe you're someone that's looking at things that are available for free. Say, for instance, courses that are available for free, or, there's nothing wrong with looking for things that are available for free. But at the same time, I feel it's important to get that balance, because if you're looking for things or focusing a lot of your energy on things that are for free, then you're coming from a place of lack. You're coming from a place of, oh, if it's paid, I won't be able to afford it, and things like that. So, everything in balance. Keep that balance. So this is it, pile number 2. I hope you received some guidance that is, that gives you some insight on where you are right now, where your energies are right now, what your potential, your possibility is, and what are the things that are holding you back, and how you can clear those. I hope that resonated. I hope this reading resonated. And if you'd like to delve a little bit deeper into abundance and your abundance blocks, then do join me on my workshop that is called Abundancing. Right? I mean, nothing less will do. And so what we're going to do with the workshop is, again, delve deeper into your relationship and the energy between you and money, and also any ancestral patterns, and we're going to clear them all so you are ripe and ready to receive more abundance in your life. If this sounds interesting, or if you feel guided to join me, then please do so. The link is either in the description or the comments below, above, wherever you're watching me. So this is it from me. I'm sending you so many blessings. Blessed be. Hey, pile number 3, this is your reading. This is the crystal that you've picked. This is orange jasper, and these are your pile of cards. So as for me, orange jasper is the card for creativity. It's the card for creative problem solving. It's also for me, this crystal, the energy that I'm picking from this crystal, creativity, creative problem solving, also the energy for receiving. So it's possible that those of you that have picked this pile or this crystal, you may have self-doubt, or you may feel that you don't deserve abundance. It might not be a conscious thing. It could, for some of you, it's possible it's a very deep-rooted subconscious thing, possibly ancestral as well. So yeah, that's the sense I'm getting. But I also get a sense that those of you that have picked this pile up, you are releasing blocks, like you're already doing the work. So it's possible that those of you that have picked this pile may be meditators, you might be yogis, and you might be someone that's really aware of your mind, body, spirit connection. Okay, so that's the energy I'm picking up from the crystal. Let's see what your cards have. So you've got the 6 of Pentacles, and you have the 2 of Wands. Immediately look at the amount of orange, right? So orange is your divine feminine energy, and again, men and women both have divine feminine and masculine energies, and this and so this is the feminine. So for me, these cards and the energy that I'm picking up is the divine feminine and your ability to receive. So it's possible something that you might consider, if at all you're looking for more abundance in your life, is to see, am I open to receiving? Do I feel deserving? When someone gives me a compliment, or when someone gives me a gift, do I sort of just shrink in a little bit, or do I just very gracefully accept those compliments and that abundance? So that's the energy that I'm picking up. Again, for some of you, it's that sense of balance. I almost feel like, well, the universe is giving you, but are you open to receiving it? So that's something that's coming up. And I almost feel like this is the energy you're sitting in right now at this minute, where you're saying, right, where is it? Where is it? But then there's a part of you that's saying, oh, no, I don't deserve this, or it shouldn't be me, or there's someone else that's so much worthy of receiving this. Or you could be wondering, oh, well, it works with other people, why doesn't it work with me? So it's almost like the universe saying, well, we're giving it, but you need to open up to receiving. And also this is your current energy in terms of balance. So it's possible that wherever you are starting to move towards a place of balance. And funny enough, this is quite similar to pile number 2. So if you were guided to look at pile number 2, I'd say go have a look. And this is the 2 of Wands. And to me, the energy that I'm picking up from this card is this longing, oh, I would love to see the world and travel and do all these, experience these wonderful things, new experiences. But then you almost feel like, oh, but it's not safe, so I'm going to stay small and just stay in my room. And so I feel like it's possible that's how you're feeling right now, where you want to go big, but then you're almost limiting yourself and playing it small. So yeah, you're being asked to really grow your creativity and grow your faith in yourself. I'm really drawn to this lady who's holding on to this wand, and she's looking out wistfully, saying, one day I will be able to do those things. I mean, sort of the story with all of us with COVID and whatnot. But I feel like this affects more than just that side. I feel like those of you that have picked this card have big aspirations, but you're playing it small. So this is your current energy. And then I pick some cards to see what your possible future, what's at stake. And this ego and the Hermit. Okay, so these are really big cards, both of them. And these are big life events for me. And I feel like those of you that have picked this card up, and I'm drawn to these fireflies here, are people that are going through a transformation. Now, the ego for me, it's this false, actually very in line with this. It's this false sense of being in this bubble and being trapped. In fact, it also says here, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. For me, the ones that I'm really drawn to is this false sense of entrapment and, oh, I'm stuck, I can't do much. And negative fear-based thoughts, coming from a place of fear. And so I feel in the future, some of the things that are going to be available for you is this release. It's this release of your abundance blocks. It's also this release of fear-based thinking of, oh gosh, how is this going to work? Can you imagine how freeing it would be to live without this burden of, oh, am I going to make enough money? Is this the right decision to make? Which way do I go? So for me, I almost feel like you're, in the future, what's available for you is you stepping out. Again, both these cards to me make me feel like you're going through a spiritual growth, like a transformation from the very core of you. Like, your spirit starting to nudge its way past these distractions that we've all created in our lives, and you're starting to really again, I keep saying you are starting to, but for me, this is the future energy. And so in the future, a possibility for you is to really start to understand what is what is this this not fake, but I can't think of the word right now. It's what is this made up artificial thing that you think is so important. You're sort of almost sifting and sorting to say, you know what, this is what is the most meaningful thing, and the others can just, drift away. And it's like in the future you would come from a place of this if you took these actions, and let's see what those actions are. And okay, so the first thing is choose a new direction. Ace of Ariel, 5 of Ariel. I'm not surprised this card showed up. And another big card is Solutions. Again, to me, it's quite similar in energy to pile number 2. So go take a look at that one. So let's start with this one. Choose a new direction. So if you were to break that myth or, those self-limiting beliefs in the future, which is there, it's ready for you to grab. If you want to get past these, you need to choose a different direction. And to me, this different direction is to do with a different lifestyle, possibly, where it could be if you were someone that was meditating but you stopped, or you were someone that did some sort of an exercise but you've stopped, or healthy eating, whatever it is. I almost feel like there's a lifestyle change that needs to be made. And so we sort of look at money and abundance as this thing that's in our bank accounts, or in all these different bonds and investments that we have, but actually it's an energy. And everything is an energy. Our relationships are energy. Our relationship to money is energy. Our relationship to people is energy. And we think they are segmented, but actually they are not. And it's one flowing energy. And so once you start to look after yourself, you will find that you start to think differently. And when you start to think differently, you will make different decisions. And so, that then affects your finances. So it's actually all interlinked. And this is the first step that I'm being guided to say for you, is choose a new direction. Look at a new way of either looking at the same situation in a different light, or self-care. So, see what resonates with you. And Ace of Ariel, she's sitting by a pile of money. And for me, I feel like the universe wants you to know that don't don't put finances at a pedestal. You deserve it. Come at it from a place of deserving. Have you ever thought, oh, do I deserve to breathe? Do I deserve this air around me? We don't think that's just how it is. And abundance is the same. Like I said before, it's an energy, and everybody, irrespective of how they choose to live their life and all of that, they deserve abundance. We all deserve to get what we want in life. It's us that puts those obstacles and self-worth and all of those patterns in place. So just start to know that you don't have to put it at a pedestal. The money is where you are. Actually, a really specific message for some of you that are looking for things like landscape gardening as a career option. I know this is really specific, but that's a good idea. Take action on that if it resonates. And this is an energy you need to move away from, which is the 5 of Ariel. And there's this lady, she's left the warmth and come out into the cold. Okay, so what it means is your self-doubt is leading you to a place that's not comfortable and doesn't serve you. So what you're being asked to do is really tap into who you really are. Tap into that soul self, tap into your your divine I am presence, because I'm drawn to this key. You're the only one that can get you to where you want to go. And And I feel like your negative thoughts, they are self-fulfilling prophecies, right? And so you're being asked to really tap into it and let go of those thoughts and beliefs that aren't serving you. So, it takes me back to choose a new direction. Stop walking out into the cold when you have this warmth inside, and start. Okay, it's possible that those of you that are watching it are quite connected to your guides and your angels, and you're being asked to tap up, tap into the divine light, tap into divine wisdom as well. That sort of, they will show you the new direction you need to be on. And then we have solutions. It says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience. Yes, actually, patience really shone out for me. So it's possible if you've taken some action and it's not showing up as it should in your eyes, then have some patience. And it's possible the reason it's not showing up is you need to tweak the plan a little bit, but come at it from a place of balance. And so these are the actions. These are very there's quite a lot of messages in here, and I almost feel like you need to go with, watch this back again, especially, as I start to read these cards, because I feel there's lots of different messages for lots of different people that are watching this. And so I almost want to go over it. Connect with the divine, connect with meditation, how, and do have a self-care routine in place if you don't already, because that's going to help you raise your self-worth, raise your sense of being deserving, and it's really going to help you tap into those abundance blocks and release them, because that's what we're doing this reading for. And then is this. So, a lot of mental work that needs doing, I feel, for pile number 3, where this is the other thing. You need to start moving out of your negative thoughts, because that's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and they're not going to lead you down the right path. So go back into the warmth, look at that. So go back into the warmth, because that's where the universe wants you to be. And again, and if anything hasn't worked out for you already, the action for you is to see if you can tweak that project, that plan a little bit more. And I think that will start to get your abundance going. That will start to help you release any fears, because if you're wondering, oh, where is it? Why is it not happening? That is a good step to take. And finally, trust. This is the final card that I drew for you. And for me, this card is also about patience, about patiently waiting for what's to come, and also trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So again, those of you that are not happy in the jobs that you are in at the minute, then just trust that you're being guided to something that's going to be more fulfilling for your soul, and something that you feel really fulfilled in, that's coming your way, and that's going to help you, release those abundance blocks. It's possible. And again, this could be a specific message. Some of you think that, oh, our parents had to struggle really hard to make the money that they did, and that's sort of the way of life. That's like your subconscious belief that you're living with. But actually, you can create abundance with anything, as long as you work with the energy of it, and as long as you clear your abundance blocks. So this is it from me. Wow, it felt like a really spiritually, the group number 3, you feel like a really spiritually driven group, and that there feels like big changes that are coming your way. Actually, not changes, they're transformations, which are going to help you transform your relationship to abundance. But yeah, I hope this reading resonated, and I hope you got some you got some insight into what it is that's holding you back. And if you would like to delve deeper into this, and into releasing your blocks and into actually finding out what are the areas where you could be blocking your abundance from coming to you, then do join my workshop, which is abundancing. The link is in the description below, above, in the comments, wherever you're watching this. And do try and join me there, because I would love to see you there. And this is it. I will see you in my next reading. Blessed be.